spell work is expansion. And so this is what we talked about yesterday. So it's just more practice with expanding your logs. Okay, so what was our first step with expanding logs? Yes, division to subtraction. So we get log, that's really thick. Log 3 of x to the 4th, y to the squared. I like to put this in parentheses. Minus what? Of w. Good. And then what do? Right, multiplication to addition. So we get log base 3 of x to the 4th plus log base 3 of y squared minus log base 3w. And lastly, what's our last step? What did you say? Powers. Yep, powers come down and become coefficients or multipliers, whatever you like to call them. So I'm going to have to write this down here because I ran out of room. Sorry about that. So 4 times log base 3 of x plus 2 times log base 3 of y. Yeah, what's up? What'd you say? Yes. With more practice, you'll get the hang of it. And the beautiful thing is we're learning the opposite way today, which I'll explain in a little bit. And that'll help you also get in the groove of how to do this without looking at your notes. Does that make sense? Biggest thing is you have to remember division, multiplication, multipliers, or powers, okay? And then just remember division becomes subtraction, multiplication becomes addition, powers become multipliers, okay? So log 3 of w. Okay, everyone feel okay about that? Questions? Okay, and then we're gonna do this solving, which I ran out of room for, so I'm just gonna add the page over here. So we're solving the log base 9 of x equals 3 over 2. How can we rewrite this in a form we better understand? Yeah, BPA, so exponential form. So what's our base? 9. Our power? 3 over 2. And a x. Okay. So we're solving for x, which means we just need to simplify our left side. What does the 3/2 power mean again? We did a practice like this yesterday, if you need to look back at your notes. It's on the front page of your notes. What does the 3 do? Stays as the power. And what's the 2 do? Becomes the root. Remember, top stays, bottom goes. Okay? What is going to be easier, taking the square root of 9 or taking the 3rd power of 9? Do we know the square root of 9? Yeah, we do. So I would recommend, you can do it either way. Remember, either way is going to get you the same answer. But we know the square root of 9 is 3. And then to the 3rd power, do you know the 3 times 3 times 3 is? What's 3 times 3? Times 3? 27. So this gets us 27 equals x. Okay? Good on that? Yeah, no, maybe? Questions? Okay, so next page, going back to your notes packet from yesterday, which if you don't have, lost, or you weren't here yesterday, I'm just looking it up. We're going to be on the bottom where it says steps to next, so basically where we ended yesterday, okay? So yesterday we talked about expansion of logarithms, logarithmic expressions. Today we're talking about condensing. So what we're just doing is the opposite of what we learned yesterday, okay? And then also, yeah, if you want to go ahead and turn your bell work, you can, or you can do it afterwards, okay? So just don't forget to turn your bell work. Remember, it goes in the grade book. Okay. So what were our steps to expand that we learned yesterday? Division becomes subtraction. What's number 2? Multiplication becomes addition. Number 3? Powers come down and become multipliers. So now we're just flipping it all. Okay? So our steps to get in are this. If we're flipping it all, what's our first one? Powers become multiplier. Nope, sorry, flip it though. Because they're going to be multipliers already. So we're going to bring them as powers. So multipliers become powers. And remember, if you know this better as coefficients, you can write this as coefficients. Yeah. Okay? Works both ways. Okay? Step 2. What was our step 2 yesterday? Multiplication becomes addition. So what's our step 2 today? Addition becomes multiplication. Okay. All right. And our last one. It's our last step. Subtraction becomes addition. It's messy. I apologize. Division. Subtraction becomes division. All right. Everyone feel okay about this? Cool. So exactly what we learned yesterday, just flipped. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do some practice. So if you flip to the back page, am I okay to change slides? Flip to the back page of your notes packet. Cool. We're gonna be condensing, okay? So our first one, 2 log of x plus 7 log of y. What is our first step? Multipliers become powers. So now we have log of what? X squared. Plus log y to the 7th. Okay? And then our second step for this, addition becomes multiplication. So what do we end up with? So don't forget, remember yesterday when we expanded, we brought a log to every piece. This time, when we bring it back, we drop all extra logs. So we only want one log at this point. When we finish, there should be only one log, okay? So log of x squared times what? Just y to the 7th. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. And then do we have a third step in this case? Anyone? No? Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. First step. Okay, so this one might look a little funky to you guys. That's okay. This is just our natural log. That's what ln is. We're gonna learn that next week. Okay? So if this is confusing you right now, that's totally fine, and you can just write log in there, okay? Instead of writing ln. So let's go through, and we can just rewrite this as nope, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. We can rewrite this as sorry guys. Me and technology do not get along. Log of z plus 4 log of x plus 5 log of w. Okay. So rewrite as that because right now we don't know the natural log, and I don't want you guys getting too stumped by that. So forget about that. Okay? All right. Step 1. What do we do? Multipliers become logs, so what do we get? Log of z to the 6th. Log of x to the 4th. Yep, log of w to the 5th. Good. Make sense? Okay, second step. Addition becomes multiplication, so what do we end up with? Good. So we take all 3 pieces here, and they become multiplied right here, okay? And again, we end up with 1 log, okay? And then do we have a third step in this one? No, we do not, okay? All right. Everyone good with this? All right, can I go to the next page? Okay. All right, so let's do the first one together, and then we're gonna do, I'm gonna have you guys do the last one on your own, okay? So for this one, do we have any multipliers? Check again. Yep, yeah, we do. So we stick with log of 7, 3. What do we end up with right here? What's that middle piece become? Yep, 2 becomes the power. So we get log base 7, 4 squared, which we all know we could write as an actual number if we wanted to. But right now, let's just leave it as 4 squared. Okay? What is 4 squared, though? 16. So you could write that as 16 if you wanted to. But I'll leave it like that for right now. Okay? And then do we have a multiplier on that last piece? No. So log base 7 of 5. All right. 2. Addition becomes multiplication. So what is being added? So check again. So these 2 are being added together, yes. But remember, and just like if I had x, y, and z here, I could move this as x plus z minus y. So what actually is being added together right now? Not 4 squared and 5, because this has got a negative sign in front of it. And subtraction means what? Division. This is being added and this is being added. Okay? So these 2 become multiplied by each other. Okay? So we end up with log of 7 of what? 3 times what? 3 times 5. Okay? I'm going to put this in parentheses. Put our last piece here. Make sense? Anyone confused? Questions? And our last piece, subtraction becomes division. So what am I going to end up with? What's on top? What's on bottom? Four squared is on bottom. Yep. Remember, we only want 1 log in the end. Sorry, guys. Okay, we want only 1 log in the end. So what was being multiplied is on top. Whatever is being subtracted, whatever is negative, is going to be your bottom. Okay? Because remember, top goes first, bottom goes second. Okay? Make sense? Okay. All right, I want you guys to go through this last one on your own or with a partner, someone sitting next to you. Okay? So I'm going to give you guys about 5 minutes to do this one on your own, and then we'll go over it, and then I'm pretty sure we can go through more extra problems if you guys want to. Otherwise, I can give you time to work on your homework. Okay? So go through, it'd be number 4 in your packet under condense the expression. Go. Okay. Everyone good? All right. First step, multipliers become powers. So where do we have multipliers? And do you guys care if I erase part of that last one? Okay, I'm just running out of room, so. Okay. All right, first step. Multipliers become powers, so what do we end up with her in our first step? Mm-hmm. Good. And then can you guys read that? Yeah? That's fine. Okay. All right. 2, addition becomes multiplication. What do we get? Mm-hmm. Log base 5x y squared minus y. Yep. Make sense? Everyone good there? When you're given these parentheses, by the way, keep them. Don't mess with them until you have to. Okay? So do all your steps until the very last part. If you still have those parentheses, do the operation that's in front of it. Does that make sense? Okay. So then, part 3. What do we get? Sorry. Division becomes, or subtraction becomes division. Log base 5 of what? Over x squared y. Beautiful. Could we simplify this? Fun thing you could, yeah. Y can cancel out on the bottom and the top, and x can cancel on the top and on the bottom. You can simplify it, and you'd end up with like log base 5 of y over x, I think, yeah. But we're not really worried about that. Okay? All right. You guys feel comfortable with this enough to go do your homework, or do you want to go over more problems together? More problems? Okay. Do you want to do expansion or condensing? Condensing. Okay. Let's go here then. Okay. First step, multipliers become powers. So what do you get? Y squared what's next? Log base 9 z to the 4th, thank you, minus x, doesn't change. Now, what's different about this problem than other problems? Well, look at your bases for all of them. Yeah, gotcha. They're not the same, yeah. Our first term, log base 8, is different than our last two terms, right? Log base 9. So when we go to condense these, what can we condense together? Anything with same basis. So our log base 8 is basically done, right? We can't do anything with that because there's no other like term, right? There's nothing else with a like base. So we can leave log 8 x squared, right? All right, and then what do we do? Do we have multiplication between these two, or do we have subtraction between, or division between these two? Division, because it's subtraction sign, right? So, we can add on log base 9. And what do we have on top? Z to the 4th. And bottom? Nope. Just x. That's our base. Don't forget that's just our base. So just x. Okay? Does that make sense? Everyone feel okay about that? I don't remember how much different bases we have in here. But you guys don't have anything on your homework with different bases, so this is just a good practice. But yeah. All right. Any other questions? All right, you want to do one more, or are we good? Kylie, you good? All right, then you guys have about 10 minutes until bell, or to the announcements, to work on homework, okay? And don't forget to turn your bell work in. Get your bell work turned in. Turn your bell work in. Any other things? Yep, that your worksheets are homework. Good job.